Well, thank you for that kind introduction, President Prochaski. And thank you for the opportunity to be here with you today. I'm so excited. I was thinking back as I tried to think about what I wanted to say, some of the history and the long, long period of time we dreamed about having a college here in Gwinnett. To all of the students, faculty, family members, faculty and staff, dignitaries and supporters here today, thank you for helping make this celebration possible. While every commencement is exciting, today's is especially so for me in that I watched a dear friend receive the first honorary bachelor's degree awarded by GGC. Congratulations, Tommy. And congratulations, Gina. I know who actually makes things go right for Tommy, and we appreciate her. It is absolutely fitting that Tommy Hughes be recognized in this manner, since he was a steadfast supporter of GGC when it was just a dream. I witnessed the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners vote to purchase a site for the yet unnamed college before we had more than a verbal promise from Governor Zell Miller. It took a bit of risk-taking. Tommy helped lead the commission to that vote because he believed in the dream of a college and saw clearly the legacy it could create for Gwinnett. I will tell you, though, that some of us would argue that he has been teaching postgraduate classes in politics for decades. Regent Tucker and I can certainly attest to his political savvy and his insight into human behavior, not to mention his candor. I have appreciated many of his forthright comments and conversations with me over the course of time, while he helped me see things clearly as well. So thank you for that as well, Tommy. So many folks worked to help make this dream a reality, including the first two presidents of the college and the team of staff and faculty they put together. As President Prochaski prepares to retire in a few months, I want to thank him publicly for the great job that he has done in moving GC forward. Today is also special for me because the class spokesperson is an employee of Gwinnett County government. As you heard, he has overcome many, many obstacles in order to graduate today. Congratulations, Justin, to you and your family. I'm so proud of you, and I will tell you that he is absolutely representative of the 5,000 or so wonderful employees that Gwinnett County has that provide services to this community. We're very, very proud of his accomplishments today. Now to today's graduating class, right here in front of me, thank you for choosing to further your education here in Gwinnett. You are the fulfillment of that dream that we had for decades prior to there being a GGC. It was never the buildings or the institution itself that we saw when we dreamed. It was the students, the graduates, and the impacts that they could have on themselves, their own lives, and on their families' lives. And I will tell you, having watched and listened and heard a little bit about this class, you are absolutely the fulfillment of all those dreams. Your faces, your stories, and your futures embody the very essence of what we hope this college would mean to Gwinnett. In fact, you and the other graduates that have gone before you have far exceeded our expectations. Now, I want to share a little bit. This is sort of a little bit about my personal story. I may get a little emotional at points because I'm going to be talking about some things that are near and dear to my heart. Please overlook that. I'll do my best to not break down totally. I know the value of an education from a very personal standpoint. Like many of you, I am the first in my family to graduate from college. I was born and grew up right here in Gwinnett. My mother graduated from high school, but my dad had very limited education. He says that he went partway through the 7th grade, but he really missed a lot of school before then because he was needed to work on the farm. Despite his limited formal education, my father had great respect for learning. As I think back to my childhood now, I recognize that he communicated the value he placed on education in many ways. For example, teachers were almost sacred to him, since they had the ability to pass on learning to others. Likely one of the greatest disappointments I ever gave him is the fact that I chose a career other than teaching. I hope that he eventually forgave me of that decision. However, I was an adult before I fully understood the commitment that Daddy had to ensuring that my sister and I had the chance to receive the education he did not. In a conversation with my mother after my dad died, she shared with me the vow that my father made the day after my birth. The two of them were standing at the nursery window at Joan Glancy Hospital. According to Mama, Daddy told her that their baby, me, would go to college even if they had to live on bread and water. To make that possible, that vow extended to my sister when she was born 4 years later. And Mama and Daddy pushed both of us to do our best in school because they saw that as the path to better lives for us. They knew that colleges helped cover costs for deserving students with good grades and good test scores, so they provided encouragement when things seemed too tough, and of course, they pushed us to do well in school. Now, I will tell you candidly that working on a chicken farm, which was one of the ways my family made their living, also provided some incentive. There's something about working in a hot, dirty chicken house with thousands and thousands of chickens that will make you think there has to be a better way to earn my daily bread. I would suggest that my parents' approach can be summed up in 5 words that we can all apply in our lives. The first word is dream. Dare to dream audaciously about the possibilities, especially those that may be out of reach or seem to be. For poor country folks like my parents, college for their daughters was an outlandish goal. It was a real stretch, but we grow much more by going after things that we have to reach for, have to work hard to reach, than accepting what is safe. The second word is commit. Dreams cannot become reality if we do not commit to action. Just as my father was willing to sacrifice to ensure my sister and I had opportunities, we all have to be willing to pay the price to pursue our dreams. I know that all of you have already sacrificed to get to this point. However, this is just the beginning. You're going to face that same need for commitment across your career and for the rest of your life. The third word is push. We all face those times when we believe we have topped out, that we are working as hard as possible, that we have hit the limit. This is the point at which a push is needed. Sometimes we reach deep inside ourselves and find the strength to push on through whatever limitation we face. Other times, that push comes from someone else. I can tell you that one of the most powerful sources of push for me was the thought I might disappoint my father. He seldom expressed anything in a negative way, but even a shadow of disappointment on his face was enough to help me find a way to push forward. The fourth word is encouragement. My parents provided encouragement in so many ways. They sacrificed to ensure we had books to read and could participate in extracurricular activities. Mama worked a full day in a textile manufacturing plant and then sewed our clothes at home because we couldn't afford nice clothes otherwise. Daddy worked 2 jobs in addition to farming so that we had necessities and could also have some extras like piano lessons. And in addition, they took the time to encourage us with words and with time spent with us. Daddy was especially good about taking time to just be together and to listen. Each of you likely have individuals who have encouraged you along the way. I suggest that you thank those people while you have the chance. Both of my parents have been dead for a long time. One of my deepest regrets is that I did not say thank you often enough. And never underestimate what you can do for someone else. Encouraging words offered at a critical time can make a world of difference to someone who is struggling. The 5th and final word is repeat. The thing about it is that we don't get to succeed once and then declare victory. We get to do it over and over again. So when you think you have reached your goal, it's time to set the next one and start the process again. Were my parents successful in achieving their dream? I think they would be proud of what has come out of that sacrifice that they made. Both my sister and I are graduates of college, and my sister fulfilled my daddy's dream of having a teacher in the family. She taught at Dyer Elementary here in Gwinnett County for over 30 years. My son is a Georgia Tech grad and a civil engineer. My daughter has a BBA from the University of Georgia as well as her master's in library science. In fact, she marched today because she's a librarian here at GGC. My older granddaughter is a college grad, and my youngest granddaughter begins dual enrollment in January. Candidly, we're a family of nerds who can debate any topic with vigor, and we do that whenever we are together. On the other hand, we have at least one who gardens for pleasure, and we still run a small farming operation here in Gwinnett. I believe my parents would be proud of where their dream led. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you for fulfilling our dream for this college. Now, go make your dreams come true and conquer the world. Go Grizzlies!